Hi guys, this is Vic, and this is episode 13 of my Road to Glory. We have picked up a little bargain. I don't know if you can see him on the bench there. We have picked up Diaby, who's French and Barclays Premier League and in the correct formation. He will be back up for Kabay. 400 coins for a player I could discard for 300. 7 contracts. Absolute steal. He's cheap. He's not a brilliant FIFA player, but he's certainly going to do a job off the bench for us. So we'll get into a game. We're currently at 99 chemistry. I will get a gold manager at some point, taking us to 100. There's just a couple of guys on 7. I'll show all that out at some point. And we come up against this Brazilian team. Pretty much every team, not so much in the Road to Glory, but I'd say half of all teams are Brazilian at the moment. It's really disappointing to play. And after fake Rabona and loads of messing about, we hit the post and get really lucky with an odd and wingy rebound to take us up 1-0. Yeah, there's just so many Brazilian squads around at the moment. They've got a lot of skillful players and they've got a lot of fast players, so I can understand the appeal, but God, it's boring. For me, like, the joy of Ultimate Team's the squad building, and it's nice to see original squads. So, anyway, we go in 1-0 up at half time, and we managed to get another. Abasi's first goal for the club with a big header. It was that sort of game I had to sort of sweat this guy out because he had a great squad and he was good on the ball as well. He was a good player. So I had to get the win dirty, really. I just had to force it out of him, really. So we finished 2-0. It's more coins, it's another win, so that's all good. 582. DNF is still rubbish. But there we go. And if you look now, we'll go for another guy. Try and get another game on. Another pet hate on FIFA while I'm having a whinge. We get drawn against this guy. So many people don't want to play you. So many people quit matchups. We're both 4-star. We're both 100% chem. It's crazy. It's really bad that so many people are sort of looking for an easy game or something, I don't know. But anyway, we get drawn up against this guy who appears to have quite a weird team. And it becomes obvious why. The first time the ball goes out of play, on comes Nilmar, Ozil and Di Maria. A little after this quality little strike from Elio. One tip, guys, team chemistry locks down when you start the match. So no matter who you bring on, even if their chemistry is good, it doesn't improve your chemistry. Team chemistry is locked from the start. So him starting like that is kind of crap. It kind of doesn't work what he was trying to do. Obviously it works bringing on better players. That's worth doing. Although I was very tempted to give him a little injury, because with injuries and stuff, he wouldn't be able to replace that player. But in Ultimate Team, injuries don't quite work the same either. The player recovers from that injury, and then when you get back to your squad screen, you see that he's injured. But anyway, the guy was rubbish. The guy was a tool for doing that, a noob for doing it wrong, and and he was rubbish. So 3-0 up. The guy paused it and disappeared, unfortunately. So a rage quitter. But it was only going one way for him, so he saved himself some time. I don't know what his DNF looks like, but if it looks like his team, then it's not good. We flick back into our squad screen in a second, and you'll see that Bonucci has picked up a knock. And so we have found him a temporary replacement, Cordoba, who is a fast centre-back. 81 is quick for a centre-back, certainly for a centre-back that's under under 2,000 coins sort of thing. He's going to play in the middle eventually with the goalie. As you can see, they're both Inter Milan. So the plan is going to be to stick them two in the middle once we're all sorted. But anyway, we get into another game against Mancrovers, who has an African team comprising of various players he likes from the African continent. He has the same formation as me, but worse chemistry, but more stars. And that was the biggest mistake I've probably made on this road to glory. I sometimes do a little chip dead ball to the fullback, although we don't have fullbacks. So it went to the winger, but the winger lost the header and the guy just ran through and scored, so it's a bit of a mare. We get back on terms with a crappy little goal, trampy little goal really. So some good work in the corner, but then just squaring it and smashing it in. Not much you can say about that really, it's not a good one. I don't know how everyone else feels about rubber banding or handicapping as it's known. I'm talking about those games when you are just messing up your opponent but can't win, and it just feels like the game's against you. This was very much one of those games. I was having all the ball, loads of shots, but I just couldn't score. The guy was rubbish. He was really, really poor FIFA player. And then things like this go the other way. Big defender getting out jumped by a header that just seems to loop into the net. It's all that sort of thing, you know. And then just a little pop shot goes in as well for him. So he was 3-2 up, and I was caning him. I had so many shots, so much possession and things. I don't know why everyone. I'm a bit undecided on it. I haven't officially decided where I stand on it, but I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments if you think handicap is real or not, or what. Let me know, please, in your comments. We get 550 coins for that. I pull up the stats. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't even tell the full story, but honestly just dominated the match. He didn't have a shot in the box, as you can see there. But it was just, yeah, it's really crazy game. One of those crazy games where we just couldn't get what we wanted from the game, no matter what we tried. I've been Vic. Cheers.